Gimmick content is ruining streaming.
World, I've noticed an annoying Lately in the streaming world, I've noticed an annoying trend, and that's gimmick content. And if you don't know what that is, allow me to give you a quick definition. Gimmick content is content that's streamlined and optimized that relies on a gimmick to be produced. And today I want to talk about how the current content creation climate is being taken up by people who are guilty of creating this type of content. I'm gonna stop rambling. You already know I'm the—
Bro, maybe I should do a gimmick. Now, no bullshit. That's like the one thing I've never been able to try for myself is some type of wild ass gimmick. I take that back. I did that one time. I did it one time, and it actually fucking worked. The Frank Cookie shit. That's a story for the Frank Cookies content. That's a story for the 909 content page. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all about the Frank Cookie shit, but yeah, I did a gimmick one time, and it actually worked. For a short time, for a short period of time. But ever since then, like, I just can't with that shit. And maybe that's why it's taking so long for me to take off on anything.
wokest kid from the hood. Let's actually start. First things first, parasocial baiting. When it comes to gimmicks, this is probably one of the worst. Parasocial baiting is when content creators rely on their oftentimes young audience that has developed a parasocial relationship with them to farm engagement. I think the biggest showcase of parasocial farming is through girl content or content that has two people who are displaying an attraction to
that right there was a mistake. Boy. Boy.
one another. For some reason,
I know that nigga regret that stream, boy. I know he regret that stream. Just for the lure of it being out in the fucking public.
since the dawn of social media, viewers have loved to ship people together, and they also, for some reason, love watching other people go out and get play. The only reason I can understand that is because it's part of living vicariously through these people. That's why streamers like Deshae Frost, J5, or even DDG have gone up significantly. It's due to the amount of parasocial farming they do. They'll go on stream and just farm clips like this.
Yeah, I feel like it was a real good day. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh!
It was a nice day. I had a good time today, personally. I feel like, you know, like, usually my first dates don't go this good, especially coming from, I don't really go on dates like that.
Bruh. Usually don't go on dates. I'm just saying. It was a good day. Fuck, bruh. Pause. Hold up. Bring Finimation. I need you to do me a little favor. Hit the subscribe button for me real quick. I ain't not hit the like button one time. Alright, that's all. Appreciate it. Back to the video.
Who the fuck is this nigga, bro?
I usually just like link and then stuff just happened, but I'm starting to enjoy the dating experience
Acting
a
like
lot
that shit
more.
is impossible for anybody to do.
Why are you looking at me like that?
No, I was
And I'm not even trolling.
no,
This is enough to
no.
rot someone's brain within a week. But it works, and that's why it's a gimmick. This is clearly targeted towards a young male audience. Farming kids for engagement by using this method is a little corny to me. That's why whenever these guys come up in videos, I be expressing my distaste. Content like this isn't really content, it's just the go-to when you want easy clips. It's the equivalent of LeBron James spamming that little three-pointer he be doing. But for these guys, they farm 1,000 best Riz moments, and now they're viral. And then on top of that, it just objectifies women, makes them an object in the stream, turns women into stream segments. But what makes it worse is that these streamers be making the women that come on feel uncomfy.
What is that? Nah, you can't see. You playing. With that face, I don't know what you on. See?
Please. Bro, why the shade outside?
Bruh, the shade, Travis.
Flabber.
He grabbed me up in the pool. Where you going?
Cause we was
You know
leaving.
you the finest stud here. All up in my
Whole
ear.
time, 2 studs here.
He grabbed you. How that made you feel though?
I looked at him like,
Don't lie for a,
Nah,
for
I
a
forgot
second
she
though.
know she like
oh, you can see on his stream, cameras in my face.
She know she liked it. Here she go, dragging.
And that's just such a crazy thing to me. This guy Deshae is known for spamming girl content, and during Streamer University, he gets brought up in a conversation based off of how he made a shorty feel. But that's what I mean. That is the gimmick.
I heard Hans stink too. I think that's what they said.
Rely on cheap ways to make content and it has its repercussions, that being one of them. Also, I feel like girl content low-key is softcore at times because of all the heavy flirting and because of those lines being blurred between appropriate and inappropriate. And due to that, I think is a contributing factor when it comes to the content going too far.
What the hell?
Put your leg up. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you right here. Okay, you ready?
Okay.
All right, ready?
Uh-huh.
All right, one, two,
wait.
three. Now let's get to the side.
Okay.
All right, ready?
I ain't even trying to harp on it too much, but god damn, it's just getting old. There's no reason you should be doing freaked out gym streams. Well, there shouldn't be a reason, but one could argue various viral clips which can be turned into revenue is a valid reason for the freaked out, morally questionable individuals. Before I move on to the next,
I don't know if y'all probably will never catch me doing no shit like that, bro. I mean, I got 2 girlfriends right now, and they not going for that anyway. But I can't see myself putting myself in that situation to look that fucking corny.
gimmick though, I do want to briefly talk about a subsector within the girl content gimmick, and that's relationship farming. I'm going to talk about I and Dabo, obviously, because the breakup gimmick is their specialty. I previously made a video about how I think both of them should really just, you know, stop showing their relationship online, because it's kind of weird how random people are watching 2 teenagers navigate a relationship. Nobody's
funny looking.
Perfect, number one, and having viral clips like these are crazy.
You went to that party, you guys remember that? Y'all remember that? As I told her, because she said she didn't know that she had to ask me to go parties. I said, next time, let me know if you want to go to the party. She's done. She's done. She don't respect me. She don't respect me. She don't respect me.
And that's it. Like, it's just done. That's it. So, yeah. I hate cheaters too. But I'm so sorry if I came off as a cheater. Like, I didn't think in my head what I was doing was wrong. But looking back at it, I was wrong. So, I do take accountability for what I did.
It's like sometimes I just be feeling lonely now. Like ever since I've been single, I don't be having nobody to talk to at night. It's like I just go to the gym in the nighttime now. I don't do nothing else.
Pick a bitch.
My gym.
Bro, you are Dabo. Pick somebody. If you just want somebody to talk to, niggas talk to somebody. You might be chopped, but you still Dabo. Talk to somebody. Use the phone. You're lonely because you missed the one that you was with. That's the honest to God truth. Because I don't have nobody to talk to. You want to talk to her. She probably don't want to talk to you no more. It's what it is.
That's what you should do.
But actually, let me explain why I think these clips are crazy. Like I said, when I was making videos in the past, my thinking is that these are kids. We really shouldn't be watching them go through their relationship. These are private, intimate conversations, and like, nigga, it just feels a little weird. I'm not gonna lie. It's like having spectator mode on. And with spectator mode, we're watching people while they can't see us. Or it's like those viral Roblox clips where people eavesdrop.
Never eavesdropping again.
My God.
You feel me? So it just feels weird because we should not be witnessing this. But it's also crazy because these niggas are repeating the same gimmick over and over. It gets fucking old, dude. Niggas are not trying to see Aya and Dabo spam the same breakup script and get back together. And I get it. It works, okay? Let me be clear. Everything I'm talking about works and is getting these content creators hella bread. But oh my goodness, this shit is getting so old. We're in July 2025 and you got Dabo and Aya spamming breakup gimmicks. You got the girl content merchants spamming that. And I'm over here just wanting better content. But no, I open TikTok and I see a stupid ass caption talking about when you go back to your old ball.
Like, trying to put on the front, like trying to put on the front. Like, give me a hug, you know what?
Putting your relationship on Front Street, that shit opens up a lot of motherfuckers. You gotta be a strong motherfucker and a very strong fucking relationship to put your relationship on Front Street like that and people to be judging it like that. Y'all probably never see who I'm dealing with. Neither one of them. Maybe. I don't know. It depends. But we'll get there when we get there.
You want a hug?
And even if you do, the content will not be about our relationship. That's just not happening.
You know, so like, you know what I mean?
And this stuff is clearly farming the parasocials and it just works. God damn. Maybe I am hating, which, okay, low-key I am hating, but I do have a reason to hate. Okay, all it does is it creates patterns, it sets precedents, it makes metas. You ever play a game and the meta is so annoying, but it's just so good you have to deal with it? That's what gimmick content is, an annoying meta in a video game, and it's oversaturating content. I know that Agent and Davis was trolling when they was talking about other people stealing content, but in reality there is no stealing content. What there is are metas that people hop on. And with that, people really did jump into, you know, criticize them for saying it. People felt attacked. You know what they say, hit dogs holler. No one truly addressed the crux of that conversation, even if it was a joke. If you feel like ideas are being stolen, maybe it isn't the fact that ideas are being stolen, but rather the fact that content is so oversaturated, there's a specific amount of metas that everyone is choosing from. But I'm done talking about the girl content gimmick. The next gimmick is loud equals funny. This one was popularized by Coco Melon Sanat, and while it's not really the
Why you call that man Coco Melon, bro? That's fucked up.
worst gimmick, it's just obnoxious. I mean, that's why I call him Coco Melon Sanat, because it's literally children content with the screaming and overly loudness. I do want to be a little more specific though. What makes this content a gimmick is because it's filled with overreactions. If you're a real fan, you know that in the past I've talked about how it's less of the screaming and more of the lack of authenticity. It's starting to feel like children's day programming. In other words, Kai Cenat is a fake tweaker.
My shit was muted this whole fuck. Why did y'all niggas?
And when I see clips like this, I can't help but feel like they're performative. And I feel like when Kai was really in his stylist era, where everyone was cooking him and calling him out for being fake, overreacting, I think that era truly affected the industry. It became the industry standard for streaming. Loud, obnoxious, and overstimulating. 3 words that I'd say perfectly encapsulate what streaming is. I don't want to cook Kai too Almost much, become I feel like routine to talk about Coco Melon Sanat. And also the Kai Cenat loud gimmick has evolved into the destruction gimmick, where expensive things are destroyed for content.
Oh man, damn, this shit easily. Where's Reginald's room?
Bro, imagine having a house like that and then this fucking ass shit up. Do you know how much money you got to have to just be comfortable doing some shit like this?
I mean, somebody turn that fucking ceiling fan off. Come on.
Mind you, this nigga got kids. He's dead ass a grown man with a family going around and destroying a house. Like, is that normal? He just got exposed by various women for not taking care of his children, but he's going on stream with a sledgehammer and destroying a crib. And I understand it can be replaced easily. They're rich, but my goodness, you should still respect the items you purchase. And I'm not even trying to be on my Gachi Akata timing. Read that manga if you haven't, but I'm not going out of my way to destroy a house even if I know I can fix it, because number one, you still want to be
I wouldn't break no mirror though. That'd probably be bad luck and shit. I ain't doing that.
respectful to the objects you purchased. And number 2, that's just a waste of time. And I already know a lot of you guys are gonna say this is just my opinion and that I said it myself. These people can easily replace these objects, which is true again, but the fire department got involved.
Over, Chuck. I'm ready to go to Shot. He said, come out, we can't even be in here. He said, get out. Look, black smoke.
They set that fucking house on fire, nigga. They said they were gonna blow that shit up, and they really blew that shit the fuck up.
Tata, nigga, the car as we speak, bro. Yeah, we gotta get out.
That's crazy, bro. crib literally fucking destroyed.
Left a vacuum. It's no longer a private thing. These are real taxpayer dollars being spent to clean up a mess millionaires made. Don't that sound crazy? And I don't know about y'all, it just gets old. And I know Kai was just talking about how firework content is getting played out, but this is the same thing. It's just destructive mumbo jumbo.
It's burnt out. My nigga, you single-handedly burnt out this whole shit. A nigga call you you backing out a firework. You and Ray was letting off fireworks in Minecraft, bro. Rakai, you get gassed up by niggas, it's burnt. The fireworks shit burnt. Let it happen. Police involved, gang. Just stop, gang.
And you can say fireworks are getting burnt out, but I feel like just going around and destroying things with a sledgehammer is equally as crazy and annoying. And you know only children are watching this. No grown, well-adjusted adult is gonna tune in to a Coco Melon Sanat AMP house destruction stream. Oh yeah, also I forgot to mention, unemployed people are probably tuning in. But basically, these gimmicks are partly the reason why content feels the same, why people who are coming up are seen as copying big streamers. Gimmicks are basically just meta content that for the most part is going to go viral, and people who abuse these gimmicks are getting to the funyon munyon. I can't even lie. And low-key, I'd be hypocritical if I didn't say I'm hating a little bit, because even my content can probably be seen as a gimmick, but I did want to argue the other side for fun. This could just be me yapping, not gonna lie. Well, that is everything except girl content. That in general is pretty weird. That does need to stop. That's all I had to say though. Subscribe for more unsolicited opinions and a commentary gimmick. Join my membership. Join my Discord. I don't want that shit to be active. Y'all be
Shit do a nigga with money. Shit do a nigga with money. Shit do a nigga with money. I bet you can sing of a nigga with money, don't you? Cause nothing ain't shit do a nigga with money.